Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Come on in, come on in. Good to see all of you. Good to see all of you this evening. Come on in. This is going to be awesome. I'm speaking about manifesting the desires. Manifesting the desires. Manifesting it. Come on, I'm going to give you 1 minute and then we're going to just jump straight into this teaching this morning. And remember to share. I also would like to remind each and every one of you that these teachings are only for practical purposes. These teachings are only for practical use. So if you think that this is something to get you hype, then you are at the wrong place. And so manifesting your desires, this teaching is going to be more about using a technique, a method that I have in order to help you to understand how to manifest your desires. Good to see all of you coming in. All right, let's get started. Manifesting your desires. Did you know that by using your desires, you are able to achieve anything in this life? Anything. Anything that you are thinking about achieving in your life is achieved by the desires. However, there are many people who have manifested many different things, and it was because of the desires. Some people knew about the desires' impact and how it can shape environments and shape realities. But there are many people who don't know that the desire is actually connected. It's actually the thing that manifests. But today, I'm going to teach you strategies about manifesting the best, God's best for your life. Because you can manifest desires that are at the lower level, desires that represents your lower self, desires that represents not your best self, or desires that is not representing the best project, the best book, the best spouse, the best capabilities that you may have. Many people tend to manifest at their lowest level. And sometimes we become satisfied with that. We settle for that, whether it be a spouse, we settle for that spouse, whether it be a certain house, a certain car, a certain love life, whatever it is, we tend to settle for less in our life. But I want you to know, you don't have to settle for less. You can aim your desire. It can become more sophisticated, more advanced. But you need to know how to examine it. So we're not just talking about manifesting your desires. We're talking about examining your desires and placing a higher demand on what we want to see in our lives. And there is something that God wants you to manifest at a particular level. Mark 11:24 says, whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe and you shall receive. Guess what that is saying in a nutshell? That your desire, with your desire, by using your desire, you can achieve anything. Isn't that beautiful? Mark 11:24. Whatever you desire in your heart when you pray, believe and you shall receive. In other words, you can use your desire to achieve every or anything. Is it God's best or is it your best? Is it for spiritual purposes or is it for self purposes? Is it for self-desire or is it for spiritual desires? And it's very important to understand that. So let's look at one of the first conditions to get you to manifest your best spouse, to get you to manifest the best book, to get you to manifest the most finances or resources that you need, to manifest your best self. There is a condition though. And that condition is to examine your desires. Now, the first thing we want to look at with examining the desires is a beautiful analogy. And most of you women can understand this. Most women today, they tend to jump into their car, Let's just say your goal is to get from point A to B. You jump in your car without searching the engine, without ever looking inside your engine, without ever examining whether you need oil or coolant or water in the radiator. And women are known for this. Some women, not all. This is what we do when we want to manifest things, but we don't want to be accountable to examining the desire. It's like a person jumping in a car and never checking out the engine. And when you don't check out the engine, when you don't check out and you don't search within, you're going to pay. You're going to end up cutting off down the road. You wouldn't manifest the destination that you were expecting to reach to. And that's what it is like some of us. We have a destination where we want to reach, and we manifest some things, but we never manifest the fullness, or we never really get there because we never check within. And so the first condition for manifesting the desire is to, first of all, go on a search inside of ourselves. Searching inside of ourselves. What are you searching for when you're looking inside of yourself? You're searching for what? Who? Because you can't go for what first. You must go for the who. Searching for who you are and what you are. And this is a challenge because many people do not want to be gut level honest. They don't want to be genuine. They don't want to be vulnerable, because that is a simple question. And far as you're concerned, you know who you are. And for you to admit that you really don't know who you are at your core really does something to your ego. But for those people who are gut level honest, this is what you focus on when you are searching inside of yourself. You're searching for who and what you are. And when you start searching for who and what you are, this leads you to manifestation with self-reflection. If you want to manifest, you must self-reflect. And self-reflection is searching inside of yourself for who and what you are. Now, I want to show you something scary, but it's really good. Most of my students who searched within themselves to find out who and what they are, they found a question hiding under layers and layers of unfinished business, regret, rejection, and misfortune. This is the question that they found hiding. Why am I sad? When you really begin to examine the desires, you begin to search inside of yourselves for who and what you are. And if you're honest, most of you will find, why am I sad? And from 2001 in Google to 2023, there has been a 10% jump with people asking this question, who am I? Or why am I sad? But it's important to examine this because being sad and being depressed is not the same. A person is sad because they don't feel needed. But a person is depressed because they don't know what they need. And most people who feel sad, it is okay. It is okay to feel sad. Because when you feel sad, it is a sign that what you are manifesting is in a state of conception. Let me give you an example for you women who are watching. The conception stage for a woman, for a baby, is the most scary and lonely journey. Because when that season of conception takes place, when the sperm hits the right place, the male does not know what's going on and the female does not know what's going on. Nobody knows that a baby or a fetus is about to be formed. And that fetus that is about to be formed, that's the loneliest season and loneliest time of its life. And it is the same thing that we go through when we search inside of ourselves for who and what we are, and we find this question, why am I sad? I'm sad because I don't feel needed yet. In other words, everyone who is manifesting something and who desires to manifest something wants to feel needed. But this is the problem here. When you examine your desires, you will find those people who manifest desires, which are self-desires, focus on only what they want for their egoistic self. They never feel needed because they don't want to serve anyone else. And this type of desire never causes you to find who you are at your core. But when you want to manifest spiritual desires, a person will always feel that whatever they need to manifest, they want to feel needed by not what they want for themselves, but they want to feel needed by others. And so who and what you are is something that you must begin to understand if you want to manifest the best. One more point I want to leave with you. There is something that I call state your axiom. State your axiom. Axiom speaks about a statement or a proposition which is regarded of being established, accepted, or self-evidently true. Most of us don't know who we are and we don't know what we are, so how can we manifest God's best without knowing who and what we are? Jesus himself asked the question, who do men say that I am? This is Jesus stating his axiom. In other words, how am I established in how do you see me? How do you accept me? How am I self-evidently true to you? And you must begin to state your axiom in the mirror every morning. You must make a statement, state your axiom, it's your mission statement. What is your proposition? How do you see yourself as established in what area or what field? What is self-evidently true to you? How do other people see you? And then when you begin to understand this, then you really begin to understand who you are and what you are. And so this is one of the most important phases to get you to manifest your desires. The second one is this. You must ask yourself, what am I drawn to? In other words, you must tune into your heart's magnetism. In other words, whatever you desire in your heart, you see, tune into your heart magnetism. Whatever you desire in your heart, when you pray, believe, and you shall receive. So the heart is like a magnet, and it can attract to you, it can draw things to you. Many of you are drawing things that you didn't intend for your life. It is because that's the state of your heart. And so you need to begin to ask yourself a question. What am I drawn to? If you want to manifest the best husband, if you want to manifest the best wife, if you want to manifest the best money, what am I drawn to? And if you're not able to examine yourself, if you're not able to be honest with that, then you're not going to manifest the best. So you must ask yourself the question, what am I drawn to? And whatever you're drawn to will help you to be able to shape your reality. The next thing is, you must ask yourself this, what do I wish to achieve? In manifesting a spouse and manifesting a lot of money, sometimes people want to manifest a lot of money, but they don't know what they wish to achieve. And when they manifest it, they waste it. And so these are important points that we need to learn. And one more point I want to leave with you. What qualities do you lack? In other words, if you're saying that you want to manifest this type of spouse, you must know what qualities that spouse possesses. Then you must look within yourself and see what you lack and try to find similarity with the qualities that the spouse that you wish to manifest carries or have. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not willing to understand the secrets and the methods of manifesting your desires. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I hope this has been a blessing. See you soon.